Peace to the God, glory to God, holy, 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 thou art God. iGGON is high, iGGON is fly, iGGON stays live and direct. Hey everybody, hello guys, my name is Oliver, but you can call me Henny. What's up, y'all? Listen, let me turn the site on so y'all can see. Oh, Lord Jesus. Hey, y'all, what's up, man? Look, before we get today's episode, before we get today's chapter, still chapter one, you know what I'm saying? We're still on chapter one. Before we get today's episode, I must say, it's been a long time, you guys. It's been a long time since I've seen y'all. I know I'm looking husky. I know I'm looking heavy set. I know I'm looking really ugly. My teeth, oh, God. Let me try not to open my mouth right now. Let me try not to open my mouth right now. Because right now, you guys, I got great news, you guys. And that great news is that I will be getting surgery. Give me back for my left knee. This is my left knee over here. I'll be getting surgery, you guys. They said it was going to happen on Friday. My surgery will happen on Friday. So y'all stay tuned to the moon on that. So, because the only reason why I'm telling y'all this is because I may have to stay downstairs in the custom of my house because my knee is going through surgery and my knee will be surgically repaired by Friday. So it'll be like, I don't know, less than it'll be within 3 weeks that I will. It'll be within 3 weeks that I will, yeah, get back to my natural form. That's natural form. Form. That's FORM. Okay, with my teeth. Like, listen, you guys, we got Oliver in the house, aka Henny. You know what I'm saying? I gave him his name because he's been keeping me company throughout this whole time. I've been in stress. I've been in pain, but it's all right. I can take pain. What I needed was Henny. What I needed was Oliver. So y'all say hey to Oliver, and let's get into this chapter, y'all. Remember, we celebrate Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? We here for the Wu. Anyways, let's get it. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, here we are. All right, chapter 1. Let's see. Page 14. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yep. You had to understand that my mother had no idea this was going on. She was busy working hard and going to school, trying to bear our situation. So I just kept things like that to myself. I forgot what book I was. I thought I was reading the Bible, and this feels like the Bible. But the way this book feels, it feels like a Bible. So okay, okay, okay. Although that my babysitter was a functioning drug addict, she was good to me. When I grew up, I never looked down on her. Plus, I didn't even know what they were sticking in their arms at that time. Years later, I realized they were just hardcore heroin addicts. When I say hardcore, I mean hardcore. I had another babysitter who was a little icky. Wait, I think I read this before. Oh, I think it was this. I'll read anyway. I like to, let me see. Okay, so I'm reading from here to over here. Okay. Okay, I did not read that. Okay, I did not read that. Okay. I had another babysitter who was a little freaky. While she was babysitting me, she'd be playing with my P word. I never spoke up about it to anyone. I was too young to really know what was going on, but it's instinctually, instinctually, I knew she shouldn't be doing it. Regardless, I liked it. It was the first awakening of my sexuality, and I liked her, so I'll never reveal her name. Okay. Growing up, how we do it. Growing up, how we do it. You think it was all hard times. You think it was all hard times growing up how we did it. We were too young to know we were. Hmm. Oh, let me say that one more time. We were too young to know we were disadvantaged. You sort of have a feeling something's not right, but you're a kid, so you adapt and learn how to have your fun anyway. And there were a lot of good times and funny memories to balance out the hardcore ones, like Big Titty Rose. I think I just read this one. Yeah, okay. BTR, like BTR, BTR. Had the first pair of tatas I ever saw. We gone up to my friend's house to get some Kool-Aid, and there she was, lying on the couch, butt on naked. She must have weighed about 300 pounds. It was the summertime and hot, so I guess she was trying to put any clothes on. Okay. I was so intimidated by those giant tatas. She didn't try to cover up or anything. She just lay there, changing the channel with them big things hanging out. I was young, maybe around 6 or 7, so they looked even more huge. I was just in awe. I remember they didn't call her BTR for no reason. Okay, I might have been young, but there were still some girls that got me going. I watched a lot of TV as a kid, and I had a huge crush on Kim Phil's character, Tootie, from The Facts of Life. Oh, okay. I noticed that the credits of Tandem Production Company, TPC, hmm, I noticed that the credits listed Tandem Production Company. Okay. So one day, I called information to get the number of the company so I could speak to her directly. Okay. Even though I didn't speak to Tootie, I got an autographed picture of Kim on roller skates. She had braces on. I was in love with that girl right there. I showed my little friends, and they were like, "Get out of here! How'd you get that? Get out of here, man! How'd you get that?" Okay. Clearly, I was very determined from a very young age. When I wanted something, I was gonna do whatever I had to do to get it. When we were watching TV or running up and down the street, my friends and I mostly hung down in the back of the projects. Behind our building were a few acres of undeveloped land with grass and greens and 2 ponds. One pond was medium sized and the other was real big. On one side of the big pond were the whites and on the other side were the blacks. If you tried to go to the other side, you get run out. The mob of white boys had motorbikes, and they tried to chase us back to the black side. They used to spray paint KKK all types of nastiness on the rocks to try and scare us off. We mostly just stayed on our side of the pond. We'd be back there playing Huckleberry, Finn, and all types of things. We used to catch fish. I'm sorry. We used to catch catfish there. We make bike trails, dig for worms and salamanders. We hung ropes from a tree. We'd hang rope from a tree and swing it on. We had our imagination and improvised back then. There was no PlayStation or internet. Some of my friends didn't even have a TV or a phone in their apartments. No air conditioning in the summer. No air conditioning in the summer. So you might as well be outside. We used to make rafts out of tree. I'm sorry. We used to make rafts out of tires and old mattresses, and go out in the middle of the pond with the things. It said everything, so I'm gonna bleep that out. Okay, I'm gonna make this family friendly book, a family friendly book. You know what I'm saying, without the curses. So, hey, sorry. I'm sorry, Lamont Bentley. I'm sorry, Lamont Hawkins and Lamont Hawkins. You got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we used to play. We used to play in this huge dumpster in the back of the building. It was grimy, but it was ours. There were lots of things in it. Dumpster diving was a gold mine for kids back then. You had your sticks, you had your chalk, you had your bike ramps, all types of things. But I'm sorry, We build bikes from the scraps we find. You find a wheel over there. You find a wheel over here, a pedal over there, handlebars somewhere else. Once you got all the pieces together, you had to get a chain. We used to pile the chain. We used to pile the chain and take the little links off with the wrench so it would fit whatever bike we were working on. I need to work on my speech. I need to work on my speech impediment. Anyway, okay, let's see. Sometimes we pull the back tire back as far as it could go and still stay on and make the chain fit that way. The seat wouldn't match. The handlebars wouldn't match. But you were out. But you were out. Okay. We had so much fun. I remember Jack the Wino in the staircase smelling like night train and Sassy, the gospel lady who lived downstairs and used to yell at us out the window, calling us little devils and stuff. Calling us little devils and stuff. Okay. Even the pack of wild dogs roaming the neighborhoods couldn't stop us from playing outside. Dudes would shoot dogs and leave their carcasses behind our building all the time. This, this was the late 1970s, and there was no real ASPCA, at least not in my hood. Sometimes the dogs would come after us while we were riding on our bikes. Okay. But the weirdest thing was when two dogs got stuck together making love on the street. Stuck together from butt cheek to butt cheek. And you had to throw a rock to separate them. Once they separated, one dog running one dog running one way and the second dog running the other way. The dog that had been doing the love making, his member would be bludgered. Bludgered. Ooh. Ooh. His member would be bludgered. Okay. Strangest thing I ever saw in my life. Yeah. I didn't stay on the island every summer either. Back then we all had the fresh air fund. FAF. Okay. FAF. FAF. Fresh air fund. Fresh air fund. Fresh air fund. It was part of growing up in New York City back in the day. Even Mike Tyson has Even Mike Tyson has mentioned the Fresh Air Fund. There were two types of programs in the Fresh Air Fund. One was where you stayed with the family up in the mountains, and the other was where you stayed in a bunch of bungalows, more like a summer camp. I went to the camp up north in the mountains for about 2 weeks. I didn't want to go at first, crying and all. Didn't want to leave my peoples, but it was good to get off the streets. And when it came time to leave the camp, I didn't even want to go home. I didn't want to leave the people I knew there. I was an overly aggressive kid and already fighting, so it kind of felt like being sent away to jail, even though it wasn't anything like jail. I mean, you had 4 meals a day, you had a counselor watching over you, you had to make your bed every day, and there were inspections where you could win a prize for having the cleanest bunk. A lot of things that help a lot of things that helped make us ready for the world, instilling some order into us. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here, you guys, and then I'm gonna do a follow up. Maybe sometime in the future, maybe within 3 weeks. 3 weeks. All right. I'm sorry it's gonna be this long, but hey, y'all stay tuned to the moon. If y'all want me to do more follow ups like these, y'all want me to keep bringing this book. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna make it a plan. I'm gonna continue reading this book live because I really like this book and I want to, save every memory photograph of it. And let's see. Oh, it was just 2 pages away from, it was just I was just counting my steps. It was just 2 pages away from, yeah, from the end of the chapter. But hey, yo, yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in about 3 weeks. Yeah, y'all pray for my surgery. Hopefully it'll go smooth because my sister and my whole family they stressed about it. But I'm gonna put my faith in the Lord. I'll put my trust in Jesus. That that everything that I go through will all goes well to them that love the Lord with all their heart, and to just keep the faith and be positive wherever you facing hard trials in your life. Anyways, that'll be my time. Now stay tuned to the moon. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace and blessings. We out. Piccolo!